Hey guys, I am, again, welcome to today's podcast, and this is also another video upload. I wanted to touch on anime. In my previous video, had talked a little bit about Kingdom Hearts. I know that's a Japanese Disney game. I will say that's my favorite game ever. I won't even be shy to say it. I know there's other games that I love, but that's the only series I will just literally pick up a controller and just be like, yep. You know, as frustrated as I could get about Heartless and all that, like, I really love that game. As far as other games, I'm interested in them all, mostly. I will play whatever it is that's interesting. And even if it freaks me out, I will still be like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go do it, you know? And that's another thing as to why I'm, considering and making sure I make content where I'm visually showing me play a game. I know there's other content creators that, have it to the T. They're in a little box and, they show the projection of them on the game as they're playing and, y'all can chat and all that. I just gotta get there. But besides that, I love all types of anime. There isn't anime that I don't really just shy away from too much. Like, and like and subscribe, comment below, different titles you guys feel I should watch and enjoy, because quite honestly, why not? The thing is with me and binge watching, I want to make sure that as I'm watching the episode, I'm taking in, what's going on, because each anime is different. Like, there's different scenarios, different characters, there's different themes, you can't just watch one and not watch others, because you want to keep up, if you will, from what I've seen with other anime lovers and video gamers. So yeah, I wanted to just talk about my upbringing as far as with anime and video games as a whole. So I had my first PlayStation by 3 years old. I was playing Crash and Spyro and Final Fantasy and 7. Had to be clear, because some people would want to know which Final Fantasy you're talking about. 7. As young as I was, I didn't know what exactly they were saying, but I took the liberty to learn the shapes and what matched on the controller at the time out. 90s kids, we were very advanced. 80s kids are too. But us 90s kids, we just tapped into things sooner than people thought, because we're millennials and things kind of just changed within a blink of an eye. So of course we had to adapt. Gen Z, that's different. Y'all kind of was born into the sense of everything just being there. Us, we, and not to turn this into a conversation on generations, I'll make this a whole 30-second rant. So millennials, we kind of just was brought into the sense of what was before and before what was going to be, so with us, I will say those that are going to be 24 and up, I mean, I can say for the 99, 98, because they're kind of there. 97, they're kind of there too. I will vouch a little bit more on 96 too. 95, they're right on the cusp. I'm 94, so whenever I tell someone 94, they're just like, oh, like, yeah. Why would I not why would I not take in everything that happened 4 years prior, maybe even within 2 years by 96? Because everything was still in reround. Why would I not know what was going on? Because by my 96, yes, there was a lot going on, but still, I was there. I mean, I vouched for 93, 92, 91, and 1990, because they, as well as me, even though they were a little bit older, got to understand the impact too. Um, Sticking on the main topic. So yes, as far as with anime and my upbringing and video games, like I had different video games, and as I was playing different video games, and games I thought were like cheap, but they were a little bit. They were a lot. Like you had to rank up on games in order to really play them. It's not like now where you can just click and download, or you know you're gonna do a digital purchase. But as far as with me, like I would rent games, I'd rent movies. My favorite anime movie is Spirited Away. Like me and my best friend, I consider her my sister. We share that connection on that movie. Because you know just Chihiro and just her journey and just her just being able to see all these mythical creatures and realizing someone close to her was also a mythical creature, you know, just the whole aesthetic of just wonder and journey and dreaming, and it just was great. And the colors too, the music also. I guess, you know, at that time, not that I want to skip a couple years because this is like definitely 2001, 2002, but at that time, you know, bringing in the Dragon Ball Z, bringing in the Bleach, bringing in One Piece, and bringing in Naruto, bringing in you know, Death Note, and now I gotta think of them all. Now I'm thinking of those the ones that I would literally see on Adult Swim or, you know, Toonami. I'm thinking of Inuyasha. I'm thinking of Evangelion. I don't know how to say it, but I remember that. Wow, there's all these different ones. Blood Plus, I remember that too, and then it digs deeper into like. Wow, there's a few more in my head. Wow. There's definitely a few more in my head. But those come to mind at the moment. Yeah, there was just so much coming into the 2000s with just Japan and just anime, and even this Korea and all these other Asian cultures and different shows. I love all, just so they know. And I just hope to one day go to Japan. I have my passport, so you know, hopefully someday I'll go. And again, it's amazing how they create these different shows and games and the detail, like it's not even so much of like, you know, is it good? Like, no, it is. It's good. You got to get into it. Thinking of anything else I was going to say on the topic. Of course. Oh, how could I forget Ghost in the Shell? That is one of my favorites too. A lot of people liked it too. Now I want to watch that just because I would always back. Now I can bring up consoles. So I've always been PlayStation, Sony. So I have a PlayStation 5, 4, and 3, and 2, somewhere around here. Of course, my PlayStation 1, I may have sold it for the 2. Not that I wouldn't have wanted to keep it. But I have them. I have a Switch as well. I'm also a PC gamer. As you can see, I'm sitting at a desk, so I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning. I have a desktop and a laptop, so I have a Steam account, which I'll be playing games on there too. Because there's some games that are not on the PlayStation Store that be on Steam, and I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe because they probably need to be remastered. Who knows? But I'd want to play them. So, yeah. I will definitely be doing a lot more of that. And as far as with anime, there's all these new anime shows that are now being watched, and even the sense of the themes being even more intense than they were back when I was younger. Because 2D is something, 2-dimensional. Back in when I was younger, like, we didn't really have to think too highly on why the quality is not better, because it's just like, that's what we was getting. But now, where it's very much blatant that you can take things from way back when, retouch it as if it just came out yesterday. Oh yeah, of course, a lot of the previous shows and previous games get remastered, or they have a whole new series, because I wouldn't even say it's a money grab. I wouldn't. Like, a lot of times it really be for the fans. Like, it really be for the sense of, we trying to help y'all understand that this is good. But that's really all of what I was going to say on my take on anime and video games. I have a gaming page. It's named Gaming Days. You guys can follow it everywhere. I have to do a few updates, so bear with me. But I have a TikTok, so there will be more content on there as well. As far as YouTube, yep. I have I should actually say this now. Best thing to say. I have a whole Kingdom Hearts series, from Final Mix all the way to 3. I have to do Remind next, which hopefully within a few episodes, it'll be done. But I have to do that next. But you guys can definitely check that out, and I will be, of course, doing more games over time. But it's one of the only, few videos out there where you guys can literally see, from the games beginning to end. Like, I'm not cutting too much out from the gameplay. Of course, I touched up the colors a little bit, because you say to yourself, yeah, these games were remastered, but I like color. I like, this is good, but I like color. So, yeah, I would love that you guys check that out. And then I'm also going to be updating my Twitter as well. There's other content creators that, I wouldn't mind connecting with and collaborating with over time, and seeing what games we can get into and how I can kind of collaborate that into like a video, and just be saying, hey, I'm with this content. Well, speaking of, like I told you guys about my sis, my best friend, we're gonna possibly do that too. But yeah, that goes to show you, like, there's all these different types of shows, like I said, in games that we all can get into. They're all out there, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's certain discounts going on, because we're all trying to enjoy some entertainment, so why not get some perks going? There's all these different ways to get gift cards and stuff. Well, for me, I don't really do too many of them. The only one I do is for gas, but works out for me. I get PlayStation cards every 2 months. So, and I mean, like, besides me getting, regular PlayStation cards every month, but I get PlayStation cards like every 2 months just from getting points for gas. So, I mean, I'm probably not the only one that does this, but it's definitely worth it. But, yeah, there will be more.